Welcome back, this is Jeff Byers, and I'll be taking you through modeling a face, photorealistic human face. So with this part 2 series, we're going to go ahead and start modeling. I'm going to show you how to set up your front and side view, and then how to set up a template. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go into image plane. Now, we don't want to usually import an image into the perspective directly, so we're going to go ahead and go into the front view. Alright, let's go ahead and go to image plane and import image. The first thing we want to do is just click on the front view of the character that we're going to do. Alright, and then we're going to go to the side view and do the same. Go to view, image plane, import image, and go to the side. Okay. You're going to want to find some very clean images. And I would recommend going to 3dsk.com. They have some great front views, side views. And what you want to do too is go into Photoshop, make sure they match perfectly. So from the side view, or front view, if you pull this forward a little bit, you notice that the nose aligns. So I'm going to go to the nose, I'm going to pull that forward so you know the nose aligns. The top of the nose, the bottom of the nose lines up, the top of the lips line up, the bottom of the lips line up. That takes a little time in Photoshop to kind of finesse that. We want to make sure the lines of the eye match up. We don't have to worry about the lines of the ears too much right now, but the lines of the eyebrows need to match up. So just kind of make sure that they line up, and they do. So I'm just going to do a Control Z. So that's what you'll have to do with your images. I already know my images will line up, and if you've taken my class, you have these images, so please use these. Alright, so we're going to move the face back and the side view over. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, we're going to select both of those. We're going to create a new layer. And we're going to call this background. Alright, so I'm going to put this one in there as well. There we go. So we can just click on R for reference, so we won't select them. If you do want to take them out anytime, you can just click on V and that will turn them off and on. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my documents folder, my folder for the face, and let's go to wireframe, and we want to see what the dimensions are for this. So if we go in here, you can see that's 584 by 715. So we want to write those down. So if you have a template or using my template, write those numbers down. Alright, let's go back into Maya. What we want to do is, once we got the dimensions of the template, we're going to go ahead and put those in there. So I'm going to go to Create Polygon Primitives and go to Plane. We're going to type in 5.84 and 7.15, and we're going to go along the Z-axis and create. Alright, I'm going to hit the 5 key and the 6 key for texturing, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a texture to this. I'm going to apply a new material. I'm going to have it a Lambert, create a Lambert, and then we're going to go in here to File. And since we selected our project, set our project, we're going to go to Face Wireframe and click Open. I'm going to take this and line it up the best I can. I'm going to turn off the grid by go to Show, Grid. And let's, there we go. Hit the 6 key. Then notice it's not, the face isn't lined up in there, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more thing. With the object select, I'm going to go to Create UVs and do planar mapping. And we want it to Z-axis. Go ahead and reset this. Z-axis and project. And that'll force that texture onto that particular plane. Let's go ahead and go into the Lambert and make that a little bit transparent so we can match up. Let's go ahead and just do that. Scale it up. And let's move it up. Okay. And so we're going to look at scale. Okay. This doesn't have to be exact. It just needs to be close, so that's close enough. You can see down in the neck I'm off just a little bit here. Might be off on scale a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's pretty close. Right, when that's done, go ahead and bring that transparency back and move it back so it's just in front of the other object. Okay, we want to create a layer for this, so we're going to call this Face Template. And save it. And turn that off and on. And sometimes you can go into the front view and kind of see how close you are to the original by turning it off and on. So I'm off a little bit. Like I said, that's close enough. So I'll turn it off for now. And we want to reference that, so when we do turn it on and off, we won't select it. Okay, so we'll just turn that off for now. Okay, that's it. That's how you get set up. And now that we have our reference in, we can start modeling.